Now, more millionaires are made through buying and selling property than any other area, but if you don't know how to play the game, you could end up in serious debt.
But our next guest has spent a lifetime in real estate and he's written a book revealing the secrets to nailing a good deal. Property expert Robert Klaric joins us. Rob, thank you for coming in.
Absolute pleasure.
You
Thank
come
you,
from a hard-working migrant family.
Yeah.
You've been in real estate for so many years. You've made so much money from it. Is it something that everyone can do? Is there a simple process?
Well, yeah. Look. If I can do it, anyone can do it. You know, I mean, my father was a Croatian, mother's Italian. You know, they came out as immigrants into Australia. So the reality is, the secret is, it's a lot of hard work and sacrifice. Exactly what they've done. And a lot of moves in between, you know, like Leanne and I have moved, 12 times in 24 years. So your heart, and basically your home is where your heart is. Mm-hmm. And it's not necessary that you've got to be in the same house for your whole life. And that's where people get that emotion. And they find a home, I want to be here forever. But we find, especially in my business over 25 years, when I had my company selling real estate every weekend for the last 25 years, you just find that the fact that people fall in love with a home and I'm going to be here for 10 years, well, 20 years, and often that's not the case. So don't be frightened to move. Don't be frightened.
Movement actually increases your chances of making more money out of your property.
We've progressively started with nothing 25 years ago, and Leanne and I progressively moved, and we've progressively done a little bit better. And as I've said it in the book, you can't go broke making a profit. So, you know, the fact of the matter is, if you can go these steps and you can get to the next level, and that's how we've progressively done.
But you're out of the gate now. You're on our side. What's the key tips do your kind of people do to sort of drive up the price?
Okay. Well, that's the interesting question. I got asked this recently as well. And from a consumer perspective, you know, if you had to line up all 10 agents in the police lineup, they all wear the same Giorgio Armani suits, they all look the same, they all speak the same, they all drive the same European cars. So from the consumer perspective, really difficult to pick who it is. And I've said it's an 80-20 rule. 80% of the real estate agents make up the numbers in the industry, 20% are really good. So you've got to do your research. If you do your research in your local area, jump onto Google, speak to friends that have bought and sold, and find out who are the leading agents, who are a part of your community, who actually have got a heart. So, you know, heart, real estate agents don't sort of go together, but, you know, the fact
I think you all had transplants just to get into the gig.
But speaking of heart, it's such, and I'm certainly finding this, it's such an emotional thing, buying homes, selling homes, particularly women, we get attached.
Yeah. I mean, oh no, I get seriously emotional.
Oh, you too?
Yeah,
it's good to know. I thought it might just be me. I mean, how do you separate yourself?
The emotion is there, you know, and that's where every Saturday it's played out at the auction theatre, you know. And I say to people, you know, if you're in the Colosseum, you know, would you just walk in without being prepared? You know, like, you've got to be prepared. And the emotion, I say it's great to have the emotion, but it needs to be balanced. You need to have half emotion, half your head. That's what you need to do in the decisions that you make. And if you do it that way...
Do your research.
Yeah, do your research, but be a balanced approach. Take someone who's going to be objective for you, not who's going to say, love the house, I can see us having a barbecue and watching the sport and doing everything, it's magnificent. Take somebody who's experienced, has bought and sold before, that you can trust, and say, what do you think objectively about here? Don't tell me all the good bits. Tell me the things that you think it could be that problematic.
We are looking at one of the biggest booms we've ever seen in Australia. Sydney and Melbourne especially, interest rates are incredibly low. Is this boom going to continue, or are we going for a bust?
Look, I've been in the business for over 25 years, and there's one thing that it guarantees, that after every boom there's a bust.
What goes up?
Okay, so at some point there will be, but in saying that, without being alarmist, we will probably have an adjustment, not a bust.
We're not talking American bust.
No, you know what? Because it's Sydney and Melbourne, those two key markets. Now, obviously, I've worked right across Australia, but those two key areas are where most people are investing heavily. And you'll find it's supply and demand. We all want to be within 10 or 20 kilometres of the city. We all want to be near the beaches. We all want to be near the cafes and, you know, the lifestyle. So it's a supply and demand situation, but there will be an adjustment. So, you know, so hang in there. If you're a buyer, don't just follow walk straight into the fire.
All right.
And, you know, they're my tips.
Good tips there, Robert. Thank you so much. And the book is called Secrets of the Property Expert. That's what he is. It's in stores right now. Thanks for coming in, Rob.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, still to come.
Just like a real estate agent.
You're done. She is undeniably one of our favourite fashion pioneers, and as Sarah Jessica Parker turns big 5-0.